If we talk about some of these projects, and I mentioned some of these projects are actually over $1 billion, and counting, but we've managed to hold that. But when it comes to these projects like LFP, this was one we were drilled about in the Public Accounts Committee. This is a project where we have multi-phase flow with jet fuel, diesel, and gasoline from Pointe-a-Pierre going, and jet fuel going directly by pipeline to the airport, right? So this is a project that started 10 years ago and is now finishing this year with jet fuel, hopefully commissioned by the middle of October, and the gasoline and diesel to be completed by the end of 2017. So hopefully this is one of the projects finally behind us. The other project has been upgrading the Phoenix Park valve station, putting in flares, upgraded tanks, infrastructure, and this has been going on for 11 years. And this is now in the final stages of commissioning. It's 90% there, I understand from Ron this morning, which means that by the end of September, this famous 11-year-old project should be completed. Getting into the gas and securing gas is one of the pillars. You would have seen that, well, Repsol exited from TSP. We have Perenco there. Perenco has a proven track record of taking mature assets and getting more productivity out of them. We're already seeing it. So Perenco is a valued partner that we have in TSP. We have Truck coming on stream the second quarter of this year. Coming up, though, we have some more pigging going on, and Truck will be taken down for a short while. But at the end of the day, we are getting more gas from Truck. We have acquired Petrotrin share in 1A, so that gives us some ownership, and we have first gas expected together with De Novo from the last quarter in 2018. BHP has been debottlenecking existing infrastructure, and that has worked quite well. We have Sercan that came on stream end of last year, second quarter of this year, and that has also added some stability. It hadn't added production for the domestic side, but it has added stability. And 2017, you would have seen that we have signed contracts with BP and EOG. Angeline has been sanctioned, and we know that Angeline will come on stream when Juniper starts to go and decline in the first quarter of 2019. So the important lesson, one of the important lessons over the last years is how do you have your investments lined up so you have timely plateauing, so to speak, and growth as opposed to declines. Shell, I understand Shell is actually having a presentation in a week or two, so I won't take Derek's thunder at all, but I would just say that we are in conversation with Shell through the Dragon discussions, of course, which would have been highly publicized, and we are also in discussions with domestic gas for the future. Juniper, we would have known that Juniper came on stream recently, and that is, in the order 585 million standard cubic feet per day. We would not have seen, and I would have communicated this fairly clearly to the downstream plants, that this would have added capacity. It would have improved the stability when other things go down, but it would not necessarily result in a domestic increase. So that's very clear. If you look forward, we have the deep water conversations, of course, going on with BHP. And we have, I will show a slide on the marginal and stranded fields, De Novo coming in on 1A. And we have the opportunity with the Dragon line coming down from Hibiscus and 1A, what we do as a sort of a West Coast strategy. How do we link all these pipelines? Where's the gas coming from on the west side? What potentials we have, including all those areas that we talked about